Yo, YouTube. So the other day I watched this pretty cool movie, small indie film. Not many people heard of it, but it's called The Bridge on the River Kwai. Dude, I think this is a hidden gem, bro. I'm not gonna lie, dude, like, joke's getting old, bro. Joke's getting old, bro. No, this is a pretty popular movie. Bridge on the River Kwai. It's a 2 hour, 40-minute spectacle from like the 50s, I think 50s, 60s, I don't know. But it's an incredible movie, bro. So it's about like Japanese take captive of this British troop, right? And they're forced to build a bridge for the Japanese trading thing during World War II. Like, they're forced to build a trading route, a bridge on the River Kwai. I'm forced to build this bridge, like the slaves of war, like prisoners of war, basically, right? So they're like under this Japanese guy's command. They have to build this bridge in a certain amount of time. So at first, the British, the commander, the I still get beatbox honker. Well, the captain, general British guy. His name is Nichols, right? So, Captain Nichols, he refuses to be in charge of building this bridge because, the Japanese don't want to follow the rules of the Geneva Convention. So for like a month, they throw him in like a prison, like a cell, basically, until the Japanese guy's like done, and he puts him in charge of building the bridge finally after a month. So they start working on this bridge, right? Then there's another story within this story, right, of an American guy who was also on the island that the British guys were at, but he escapes the island, and he escapes the island. He manages to escape because he's been trapped there for like a year or so, and he wanted to get out, So as soon as he escapes, right, he gets brought in by British troops from like a different island. Gets brought in from British troops, and he gets recruited to the British military. Like he gets out of the American military and joins the British military, and he goes back to the island because they want to destroy the bridge because it's like a trading route, and bad for business, the war, so while this British guy is commanding his team to build the bridge, the other guys were trying to go in to destroy the bridge. Go watch this movie. It'll explain everything better than I'm trying to explain it. It's really like complicated to really put it into words. So there's just these two plots, and The ending is freaking crazy, you know. Um, yeah, it's probably one of the best endings to a movie ever. It is the most tension-filled thing of all time. I mean, has you really like your mind is so like mixed up between which side you rock with, basically, because first you have a guy who's building a bridge for the enemy, but they sort of become friends and comrades. You know, they sort of become good people, right? Like you start to like these people, these Japanese um, commander guy. You start to like this dude as time goes on, right? But at the same time, you got this American guy doing helping the British, you know, for the good of the nation, you know, to destroy this bridge because, you know, they're on the good side of the World War II. So you're kind of just like mixed up, and also it's like British against British kind of as well. Like this movie messes with you. It's sort of like the story is it's sort of like the message of the story is how you like perceive it in a way, you know. The message of the story is how you perceive it in a way, like what you think, whatever you think is right for this movie to work. Because there's two different sides to this movie, and it's brilliant. The cinematography is great in this movie. The directing is phenomenal. The writing is phenomenal. My gosh, the movie flies by so fast for its nearly 3-hour run. Dude, I highly recommend you should just go watch this movie. I found it free on YouTube with ads, so I mean it takes a little longer, but yeah, it's on YouTube now. You can watch it for free with ads, or you can, you know, get on Amazon Prime or whatever. But I highly recommend you watch this movie. It's phenomenal. The ending will leave you speechless. I'm not gonna go into spoilers with the ending, but it's a very impactful ending. Really is, really is. Um, I give this movie, gosh, it's not quite a 10 out of 10, but I give it a 9.8 for some reasons, but it's not a fully flawless movie, you know. But it is a masterpiece. It is well worth its praise and its hype, and it's relevant and holds up super freaking well for like a movie that's 70 or 60 something years old. Bridge on the bridge on the River Kwai. Go check that shiz out, bro. It's phenomenal.